Takeaway Chinese, where you can take some Chinese away and experience progress day by day. Takeaway Chinese, we will promise you a difference.
你好，欢迎收听随行汉语 Welcome to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Honglin with Steve Hatherley here in the studio. Hello, Steve.
Good afternoon. How you doing this time?
Doing very, very well. And yes, while we are recording this show, it is afternoon time. But more importantly, spring is coming. I love it when the winters approaches the end and spring comes.
Why? Tell us why you love spring so much.
Well, many things. To start with, spring is the start of the year. It signals hope. It signals the beginning of a new period, which means there are different things you can do, more possibilities. And it's, in my opinion, Chinese people say 一年之计在于春. So 一年 is 1 year. 之计 is like you make plans, you have wishes, you have New Year's resolutions. 在于 is at, or it should be around the time. 春 is 春天 spring. So 一年之计在于春. I think that's perfectly correct. And don't mention there are so many fun things you can enjoy during spring period of time.
I like the fact that I can go outside.
Yes.
More often.
Sure.
And feel
temperature
comfortable outside. Yeah. I love it when t-shirt weather comes. It's like I've never been to jail, but I assume it's a similar
out of
feeling.
jail would be like this.
Right? You get out of the prison that is your jacket and heavy sweater, and your arms experience freedom for the first time in months.
It's a very vivid description.
Yeah. I like that. I like the pretty flowers. I can't say I'm a flower expert. I don't think I can say I'm a flower lover. I have a lot of plants in my house, but I don't get flowers and bring them home a lot just to put them on the table and like have them in the house.
Do you do flower arrangement?
I've said this for many years. I would love to take a flower arrangement class. I think that would be very cathartic, really soothing. But I've never had the chance to do it.
I think one reason that I also really like flowers would be that I spent most of my life living in the northern part of the country, which means we are in a kind of climate that is 四季分明.
四季分明.
Yes, that means 4 seasons have their extinct characters, their traits.
四 is 4, 季 is season.
季节 season. 分明.
What's that?
分明 is...
Distinct?
Yes. 分 carries the meaning of in different categories or separate into different categories. And 明 is clear or clarity. So you see very clear, very special traits in different categories. So the 4 seasons are, well, it's kind of nice in a way because definitely you get to experience different pros and cons of different seasons.
Yeah.
But it also makes you appreciate spring more because spring is, in my opinion, the starting of the period of the year that you get to appreciate more flowers.
I know. It's too short. Don't you agree with that?
That's the situation in Beijing for sure.
The spring season is so short. It's short in Canada too. But yeah, I think it's just the perfect combination of everything. The weather is warmer. The temperatures feel nice on your skin. The flowers come out to say, welcome to better weather. Yes. I am here to greet you.
And I think here in Beijing, as well as other parts of the country, we started to have the luxury to enjoy enjoy spring a bit more because there are just so many flower appreciation related activities and places and destinations out there.
I'm guessing that, up here in the northern part of the country, and we're not even in the most northern part of the country, we're just in a northern part of the country. We have these beautiful types of flowers everywhere. But I'm guessing down south where the weather is warmer, maybe flowers play more a prominent role in culture?
Or even a more common role because they enjoy flower more often or in
for longer.
For longer, yes, for sure. Okay, so how about we talk about flower appreciation today? That is very common. That is very enjoyable. And learning a bit of more words about flowers, about flower arrangement, flower appreciation, and even flower appreciation related activities would be a fun thing to do.
Let's start with the word flowers then. How do you say that?
花.
Oh, that's easy. 花.
Yes. It can be 花 or 花朵. 花朵 is a bit more literature related in a way because we talked about this very often that Chinese enjoys or likes two-syllable words. So if you put it as a word directly in a sentence, two-syllable words are deemed a bit more proper. But 花 is perfectly okay. And that is why flower appreciation would be 赏花.
赏花.
Perfect. So 赏 means 欣赏, to appreciate. And 花, flower, 赏花, flower appreciation.
赏花. Do you appreciate flowers? Do you love them?
I do. I think...
Do you like getting them?
What do you mean getting them?
Well, receiving them from, you
know.
As a gift. Not stealing them.
I was like, I'm appreciating all these beautiful flowers. I'm taking the ones that I like home.
Right. Yeah. Don't do that, by the way, if you're listening.
No, please don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So to be honest, I prefer seeing them in natural environment. When I put them home, I have to witness the fact that they go bad.
You can say die.
Yes, I don't like that.
Yeah, you're witnessing a slow death.
Yeah, that is a bit
That's
strange.
not even actually that slow.
And the problem is when they die at my home, they don't turn into beautiful fruits. They don't turn into other valuable things. I would prefer them on the branch, on the tree, in the garden.
Let's steer the conversation in that direction then, shall we?
Let's go back.
How do you say flower festival?
Oh, that's much better. Okay. So the funny thing is, in Chinese, I don't think there is literally a flower festival.
Oh, really?
That is because we often specify which flower festival we're talking about. For example, you can have a flower appreciation festival. That'll be 赏花节 for sure. You can even have a flower god or flower goddess festival, 花神节.
Oh, was there...
That's a romantic way of saying there are a lot of flowers and we're appreciating and also celebrating flower season.
Was there a god and goddess of flowers in Chinese culture?
There are so many different types of god and goddess of flowers in different folklore.
Oh, so there's
folk tales.
Individual gods for different types of flowers.
And also different gods for different flowers in different parts of the country. Because we say Chinese culture, but Chinese culture is such an umbrella term.
Sure.
And there are so many different types and different local ones. And there are common ones. There are the kind of, for example, folk tale that have different openings and different endings and maybe different plots in different places. So it's similar here with flower god and flower goddess.
I understand. So probably whatever flower grows in any particular region or area of the country,
they will have their fun little stories.
Their own stories.
Yes.
Now, you and I were fighting before the show. I said peach blossoms and cherry blossoms are the same thing. And you said, no, they're not. They're totally different. And I said, but it's just this two different words for the same flower. Some people call them cherry blossoms and some people call them peach blossoms. And you said, you're dumb. And so
I didn't say you're dumb.
You did not say that. So I went to the internet. AI overview. No, cherry blossoms and peach blossoms are not the same, although they are related and look similar. The main differences are that cherry blossoms have a split notched tip and grow in... I'm bored already.
I'm not listening to that either. The only reason is that I've tried cherry as a fruit, and I've tried peach as a fruit, and I think they're two different plants.
Yeah, but cherries don't grow on cherry blossom trees, and peaches don't grow on peach blossom trees, do they?
Yes, they do.
No, you're blowing my mind right now.
They do. That's why it's peach blossom and cherry blossom.
Back to my AI overview.
And there's also pear blossom.
Don't tell me pears grow on those.
Yeah.
You keep talking. I think you're wrong on this one.
Go
There's
check.
a cherry blossom tree right in front of my apartment, and I have never seen one cherry on there.
That is because they are the same species. It's just the kind of subspecies of cherry tree that is grown for the purpose of decorating the city, for people to enjoy the cherry blossom, beautiful flowers, is a different subtype than comparing to the cherry tree that are there for the cherry fruit.
Okay, so let's see. You say, yes, they do grow on these trees. I say, no, they don't. I've searched. I'm hitting enter. And here comes the answer. Yes, cherry blossom trees produce cherry. Okay, next topic.
Okay, so
How do you
now
know so much about that? I feel really stupid now.
you know cherry blossom, you know peach blossom, and also pear blossom, li.
Li Hua.
Li Hua, yes. Pear blossom is famous for being white.
Oh, I feel so good about being right about something.
Because
I don't know if I've seen pear blossoms before.
pear blossom is very beautiful. And it's a funny thing because in Chinese literature, there is this very famous poetry. And one line, one verse from the poetry is that 千树万树梨花开. So 1,000 trees, 千树万树, 10,000 trees. It means like all of those trees. 梨花 is the pear blossom. 开 is its booming. And it's talking about the fact that...
Kai means to bloom.
To bloom, yes.
Okay, thank you.
And the funny thing is, this poem is talking about snow. It's saying that in a snowy day, you see all of the branches with the snow on it. It's kind of like a pear blossom view that you can enjoy. And that is why most people, no matter how old, as long as you've heard about this poem, you know pear blossom is white.
I see. I've never been to a flower festival
Oh, I love flower
before.
festivals.
花节.
By the way, you can call them 赏花节 if you do not know which flower is the main guest, the main dish.
Oh, if you're just speaking in general.
Yes, you can call it,
赏花节.
yes, a flower appreciation festival,
Okay.
赏花节.
When I lived in Seoul, there are plenty of places that you can go. Plenty of streets. They're not famous streets. They're just a street somewhere. And they're lined with cherry blossoms. So I always went there to go for a walk instead of to the actual festival. And I guess that's true in Beijing because, like I said, well, now I don't know if it's a peach blossom or a cherry blossom tree in front of my house, but whatever it is, it's beautiful. And they are kind of in various places, right?
And also, if you're having a city walk or something, you can encounter different types of flowers in, I think, different months or different even weeks during springtime because
Yeah.
they bloom in different time for sure.
Sure.
But if it is a flower appreciation festival, there are just too many things that you can do.
Like what? So when did you go and what did you do there?
To start with, most of these flower appreciation festivals, 赏花节 or 桃花节, 梨花节, 玉兰花节. Ooh, 玉兰花 is a good one.
Oolong.
玉兰.
Yulan. Is that oolong?
No, that's magnolia.
Mm.
Also very pretty flower, and they are in different colors and they bloom in relatively barren branches, if you know what I'm talking about. The
Okay.
leaves are not very flourish, which makes the flower more extinct and beautiful. And all these different flower festivals usually are held in gardens to make the flowers a bit more flourish,
Yeah.
prosperous.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yes. And because it's in a garden, you do not have to worry about traffic and you can go really close
Yeah.
to the trees. And they even have different spots for you to take pictures. A lot of people love
Sure.
taking pictures
Oh
with
yeah.
flowers.
I mean that's social media time for sure.
Oh, yeah. And I even spot on a lot of tourist group, and most people in the group are relatively elder generation, and they have this very ridiculously professional cameras
Yeah.
with those long lenses.
Telephoto lenses or whatever. Yeah. So those festivals can be found, I guess, in different regions around the country at different times, I guess, too, because, you know, the flowers would bloom in the south faster than they would in the northern regions.
Yes.
Can I ask a question? I've been to restaurants in Beijing that have had various dishes that will say like Yunnan flour.
Ooh, yeah.
And then the
yeah.
name of the dish. So I'm guessing that Yunnan, this is my question, Yunnan
is
is
famous for flowers. Yes, it is.
Figured.
And we talked about 四季分明, that is the trait or the characteristic of the relatively northern part of the country. Whereas in some southern cities here in China, you get to experience...
分明?
No, they say 四季如春.
四季如春.
It means 4 seasons are all a bit like the season of spring.
You know, I was talking to someone on the street randomly one day, and they just came and said hello to me, and where are you from? And then
Outgoing.
they said they're from Yunnan.
Oh.
And they said, please, if you have a chance, go visit Yunnan. It's always spring in Yunnan.
Exactly. 四季如春. It's always spring. And that is, I think that contributes to the fact that Yunnan has a lot of really good flowers. The flower industry in Yunnan is very dynamic. They provide different varieties of flowers. They sell flowers to elsewhere in the country, and they invent flower-related product, like what you have just described, flower-related food. And not only Yunnan, I think in other flower-full places, if the resource of flower is very rich, is abundant, the flower appreciation economy becomes something that is even more diverse. For example, flower appreciation plus delicious food. If you can have a 百花宴, like 100 type of flower feast, different flowers are an element in different dishes. It could be a really fun experience for sure.
Yeah.
So that'll be flower plus 美食, delicious food.
I think it adds fragrance, and it's just kind of a selling point, right? I mean, that dish that I tried, the whole reason I ordered that dish was because I wanted to take a picture of how beautiful it was. Seriously.
Yes.
So, I mean, this has to be part of the spring economy, I would say.
Yes.
Or one element of the spring economy.
I feel like at least one must-have for all of the flower festivals would be a ice cream or popsicle. And all of the popsicles are in the shape of the themed flower of that festival.
China is so good at that.
Yes.
Putting the ice cream in the shape of whatever it is that you are visiting or experiencing.
And you have to buy one, because if you're taking a picture with the real flower, you have to hold a flower popsicle in your hand as well.
Yes, that's exactly what I did at Palace Museum at the Forbidden City. I bought an ice cream there and took a picture. You hold it up. I did what everybody does.
Yeah.
You hold it up in the air, and then you have like a pretty background behind it. But you focus on the ice cream, so the background is slightly blurred. I'm learning.
You're doing exactly what you should do as a typical tourist.
Yes, I know.
Yes, that's that. And besides that, we also have flowers as an inspiration for the designing of a lot of cultural recreational product.
What do you mean? Like soap or things like that?
Soap, for sure. Also, certain kind of cell phone cases.
Yeah.
And also, when you're walking in a flower festival, you can get a little handbag, and with the centerpiece being the theme flower.
Now I understand. Like jewelry too?
Jewelry too,
Yep.
sure. And also decorative kind of plate that is kind of an artifact you can put at home to, decorate your house. All these things are flower inspired or flower themed.
Ceramics, vases, all those types of things.
Yes. So you get to, and I think the reason I like them more and more is because they are really pretty, and they are including also a lot of Chinese element or 国潮 element. That is the very fashionable yet traditional culture related kind of design.
Mm-hmm. Specific to each area that you're visiting.
Yes, which is why I have to buy them. I have a lot of magnets for the same reason.
Oh, the fridge magnet boom. Everywhere you go, these amazing fridge magnets. Yeah, that would be a keepsake too if you went to one of these flower festivals to get some flower-inspired fridge magnets. They'd be beautiful, I bet.
Yes. And we talked about flower appreciation plus food, 赏花加美食. We talked about flower appreciation plus travel. That's 赏花加文旅. Do you know there's even flower appreciation plus sport?
Flower appreciation plus sport.
Uh-huh.
What
赏花加体育.
What would that be?
That would be flower-themed marathons and cycling events.
Yes.
Could be cool too.
Yes. So you're running or cycling through the area with all the flowers.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. They arrange those kind of activities so that people can have two types of fun at one time.
Yeah, right.
For me, I'm bad at running, so I will still be focusing on running, but it'll be nice to run in a beautiful environment.
You can just hide in the flowers. No one will know.
And not finish the race at all.
I've seen some pictures from the southern parts of the country. And I don't know where the pictures were from because I was just kind of flipping through them. But it's something that people should experience if they can. If you can't experience it, just at least have a look on the internet. The pictures of the fields and the pictures of the nature with all these huge flower fields, it looks like a Van Gogh painting. But it's just somewhere in the southern part of the country. I wish I knew where I was talking about right now, but it made me want to go down and experience that even more.
I think it's possible that the flower you're talking about is 油菜花.
The yellow, the taller yellow one?
Oh, maybe not tall. They're relatively low.
I might have
short.
been wrong about that.
But the idea is that 油菜花 is rape flower.
Yes, yes. That one. Oh,
Yes.
I thought it looked kind of tall when I looked at it. Yes, exactly.
油
And
菜花.
these beautiful, huge fields of just yellow, and then you've got the blue sky and the mountains in the
Yes.
background. Seriously, when I saw it, I thought, wow, this looks exactly like a Van Gogh painting.
This is interesting. For 油菜花, the rape flowers, they are only that gorgeous in certain part of the country. I think
Oh, I didn't know.
Wuyuan, in the because of the climate of the condition. And so that is why these places, when they do have this almost like endowment or the resource, when they make really good full use of it, it is a real economic driving force for the local people. So they can stay in their own homes and start a little shop and benefit from these kind of flower festivals.
As they should. Yeah, why not take advantage? It's an important time of year, isn't it? And flowers are kind of one of the drivers of the season.
Definitely. And even for flower appreciation itself, 赏花, you know, drones, AR interactions, AI are creating new experience for flower appreciation as well. So that is 低空飞行赏花. So 低空飞行 is low altitude flying. So you get to appreciate the flowers from a different angle.
Oh, and you do that in a drone.
You do that in a drone and helicopter, and that's one activity you can enjoy. But speaking about the kind of economic driver, I suddenly realized that last year when I was visiting Xizang, I toured to a little village that used to be relatively underdeveloped, not very prosperous, precisely because they have this little forest of peach trees. They started their very own peach blossom festival,
Wow.
桃花节, and they even named the village 桃花村 afterwards. So a peach blossom village. Yes, it's 嘎啦村, that's their real name, but people know the village as 桃花村, as Peach Blossom Village. It's a beautiful name, and it's a real impetus to the development of the village.
Were you there during the season when they were blooming?
Sadly, no. But I saw the infrastructure, and I saw pictures of all the little vendors selling different types of local cultural recreational products. And the funny thing is, because it's in Xizang, it's not only peach blossom centered, it's also with local culture elements, which makes it even more distinct and more interesting.
I bet that the locals absolutely love that because the number of tourists would absolutely spike for a specific period of time.
Yes, and they can enjoy that while not being disturbed too much.
Exactly my point.
With whatever they are doing.
Yep, so they know exactly when it's coming. They can prepare for it and handle it very well, enjoy it, and then get ready for the next time.
Yes. But when it comes to prepare for it, get ready for the next time, you know, it's a competitive world out there.
Yes.
Now the different types of flower festivals, 各种赏花节, are being very competitive. For example, I saw this in Shanghai. There's a night cherry blossom spectacle. They light up the garden with different types of lights, so you see them from a different angle again.
Oh, that must be so pretty. I've never heard of a nighttime flower festival before.
I think it also has something to do with the city trying to boom the night economy, because during nighttime, if people have a reason to go out, it's to start with good for their health, because after a long day working, if you can go out and take a walk and enjoy the city, enjoy the business a little bit more, it's also good for your health, unless you're eating too much in the snack streets, which are also very pleasant during nighttime.
Of course we're eating too much in the snack streets. What are you talking about?
But I love to see the fact that flower appreciation is becoming something that more and more people are appreciating and enjoying.
And because of our chat today, I really hope that I can get to see some beautiful peach blossoms or cherry blossoms or magnolias or whatever kind of pretty thing is blooming during this time of year.
Yeah, so what is your favorite flower-related Chinese word or idiom or saying? Please let us know in the comment area. And if you get to visit any of the flower festival that we mentioned, which one would you pick? Please let us know. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Takeaway Chinese. 感谢收听，我们下次再见。
Thanks very much. See you next time.